Today's society has created an expectation of us for instantaneous results. And while our soul products can often have us feeling better much quicker than we expected, our goal is to actually heal at the roots and help the body totally get on top of the situation so it's not an everyday occurrence or concern in our life. One of the best ways to understand that is by becoming familiar with something called Herring's Law of Cures. And it states at a certain order or a way that the body heals. It starts with, first of all, that the body heals in the reverse order. So the most recent symptom that you started experiencing is normally and often the first symptom that disappears, whereas the longer standing or the chronic symptom you've had will be the last one to disappear. Now, it can gradually ebb and work on its disappearing, but people often get focused on that hardcore one, that one they've had the longest, and so it's important to be aware how this works. It also heals from the inside out. So our toxic accumulations that we've got in our system will work their way out of the system. That may show up in your breath. It could show up in the bowel. It could show up in the skin. There's multiple different ways. And then it also heals from the greater organs to the extremities. So think of it like the brain, the heart, the lungs, the liver, and then working its way out to hands and feet. We also have the head that shows up, meaning our mental attitude, mental outlook, which soul is renowned for. It's one of the things we see very quickly. And then finally, from top to bottom. So issues that are on the upper part of the body will often resolve before those on the lower part of the body. Now that you have that figured out, now what's a realistic timeline? What can you expect? Well, in the alternative health, I have always been taught, and I found this across the board, that you consider an initial 3 months of time for addressing the issue, and then you add in a month for every year you've had the concern. So if you've had the issue for 5 years, and therefore it's a chronic issue, then you would put initially 3 months, and then 5 additional months, making it a total of 8 months for addressing the issue. Now, it doesn't take that long to start feeling better, but we are looking for longer term results. We're not wanting just a quick fix and then going on, because often if you quit too soon and then the symptoms come back when you thought you were doing better, you're like, well, it didn't work. Well, it was working. You just didn't give it enough time to truly get in and begin to heal. Another way to think of it is like a bank account. If you're getting overdraft notices and you put enough money in the bank to stop those, does that mean you have money to spend? No. Just like our health, we want to go long enough to get in and resolve it and give us something to pull from on the future.